brown rice is a whole grain.
It also goes rancid fast.
It does, but you know what? Mine is 5 years old.
Hmm.
And if you have some that's starting to go a little bit, get a little strong flavored, put it in the sink and wash it in hot water. Just rinse and rub it and slosh it around good in hot water, rinse it clean, and then go ahead and cook it. I have some rice, no lie, that was 25 years old.
Brown rice?
Brown rice that my mother had stored, and I had to clean out her home in 2011, and I found this old rice, and I thought, it doesn't smell very good. It was from like 1986.
Oh my word.
I thought, I have to try this and see if somebody had told me you can wash it. So I washed it in soap and water. I put a few drops of dish soap and I sloshed it good and sudsed it up and rinsed it really thoroughly, and I cooked it. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't very good, but it was edible. So,
In a pinch, at a
yeah,
pinch.
in a pinch. I would trade that to somebody. I just give it to them, I don't. So, anyway, rice, things store longer than we think. I know they give us dates, but just because your food, this particular food has arrived at that date, don't throw it out. But see if you can't work with it and still use it.
I think that goes back to what Sherry was saying about, you just do the best you can, and I truly believe that God will bless us. I've heard of people, just miracles happening with restoration, so I think if we pray over things and we do the best we can,
Yeah.
I believe we
Right.
really will be blessed in those times.
Right. Oh, yes.
And miracles will happen.
Yeah. So we have brown rice. Lentils, that's a legume, but still good to have. Rolled oats or whole oats. Rolled oats will keep for a while, but not more than maybe 2 or 3 years. They're still a good thing to have. Oats is whole oats. Barley, quinoa, rye, flax, kamut, spelt. Kamut and spelt are ancestors of wheat. Teff. Has anybody ever heard of teff?
I have some.
It's delicious. It's a grain from Africa. It's the tiniest little grain you ever saw. It's about the size of grains of salt. It's so tiny. But it's delicious and it's very nutritious. Another thing for somebody who is allergic to wheat that they could eat. Chia seeds. Anybody have chia seeds in their food storage? They are a superfood. Very good for you. That pudding over there is made with chia seeds. I blended up, I soaked some walnuts overnight and made walnut milk, which means I took those soaked walnuts and I rinsed them good, put them in the blender with some new water, blended them up, poured it in the jar, and then I stirred in the chia seeds. And they thicken. They're a thickener, and I don't have to cook it. That's something we could make in a bomb shelter if we had to, without any cooking. And did you guys like it?
I love it.
Everybody try
It's
it?
really
Yeah.
good.
It's good.
Anyway, I
Yeah,
like
it's
it too.
good.
I think it's good. So chia seeds are a good thing to have in your food storage. They are a superfood, and they're mild enough for babies.
I've been making some for my son who plays basketball as a drink. So with a little
Awesome.
bit of juice, and then I give him some dates. And then, so he tells me, he said, I noticed a difference. Because he had a couple of his basketball games before I thought of that. And then I made him some. He said, Mom, that really made a difference.
That's awesome.
So-
I've heard that chia seed gives you energy. Chia
It
seeds.
does, yeah.
So if you soak them, like I've done in that pudding, they soak the minute I stir them in, and they also swell up and thicken whatever you're stirring into. So
So we use those in granola.
you do.
My mother always made homemade granola and put chia seeds in it. So I started making granola as well,
Yeah.
and I use coconut
Mm.
oil and raw honey and chia seeds and old-fashioned oats.
Oh,
And
that sounds good.
it is so good. And so with
You have to
some raw
really
maple
hide it,
syrup.
don't you?
It is, my family loves it. And I put almonds, raw almonds in there.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so I'm thinking,
Yeah.
that's an easy thing to make to have
Yeah.
on hand. That would be a good comfort
Yeah.
food you can make too.
Yeah. They give you your good fats too.
So,
Like a honey kernel.
Einkorn and amaranth, and that's my list, so. Do you have any other questions? Where did Bonnie go? How long I'm supposed to go? I just, I
Did you
have
do
recipes.
Right behind you.
Oh, did you make?
Yeah, I
lots
made
of
10 copies of each, so.
That's so nice. I don't know if you're interested, but there are 5 pages, is that right? I think I gave you 5. Let me do it this way.
There was one that was front and back, but it didn't copy front and back, so I had to make
you
it
have to do
separate.
it separate. Okay. Well, these are recipes, so, but think, I'm not quite through. I'm gonna let you, well, I'll let everybody come get them if you want them.
Okay.
I just have to say this about the seasonings, how important that is. Seasonings and flavorings are going to, you can take the same old stuff and flavor it up differently and alleviate the problem of appetite fatigue. If you cook those beans Mexican one night, cook them Indian the next night, cook them Oriental the next night, what New England style, however, whatever you like. Just have those seasonings so that you can do all those options while only having the basics. Seasonings to me is one of the well, I've kind of gone excessively overboard with having plenty of seasonings because I just love lots of different ways of eating, and this will keep more people happy that way. If you have to feed more people than your own family, you might want to do things that way. So think about Mexican. What are some of the seasonings that go with Mexican food? There's tomatoes, chili powders, cilantro. It's pretty hard to have fresh cilantro, but
I tried trying and it doesn't have quite the same flavor.
Liz, is it flavored? Did you find
But,
that?
yeah.
Yeah, it does.
But, you know, it
Yeah.
gives you a little bit.
Maybe if you dried it
Better than nothing.
and put it in the freezer, where it would keep its flavor better. I don't know if that's where I don't know. So then there's India with the curry. That's what that recipe is. There's Oriental with miso and seaweed. I've got seaweed in my food storage. It's wonderful once in a while,
Oh, we love
along with
seafood.
miso. Miso is a fermented paste that they make. In the Oriental, it tastes like soy sauce, kind of, that flavor. The soy sauce could even be stored, but watch out that it doesn't have MSG in it. Just make sure it's got good ingredients. I guess I'm about through. Does anybody have more questions? Just I know one more thing. If you have a fresh onion, of course use that. And if you don't, then you use your dried onions. Well, that's pretty straightforward. So think, okay, there are people in my life who are just beginning with food storage, and they'll say, what do I store? Well, start with your 7 favorite dinners. Think of your 7 favorite dinners, and what does it take to make that dinner? What seasonings do you need, and what basics do you need? And make that list, and then get those things and have them in your food storage. And then think about breakfast. What are we going to eat for breakfast? Lunch kind of takes care of itself, or sometimes you go without lunch in a crisis. But when you're starting a food storage, you should start with those absolute necessities, dinners. Even breakfast can go away if it has to. But you've got to have a meal in the evening for people. I think they would not be able to survive very long without that. And then you add your breakfast. What are we going to have for breakfast? Well, I better store some oats, or I better store whatever it is that you want. And then you go from there. But I don't use my dried vegetables if I have a fresh one laying around. I use the fresh, and then if I don't have that, I use the dried, or the bottled, or whatever else, your other options. So have those options, and then you can make really good food. You kind of go by what you like. So thank you. If you have any questions.
Do you have recipes to make those?
Yeah, oh, I forgot about these, thank you. Oh my gosh.
But I won't.
Yes, I do, and I think I've got them all on there. Okay, this is something that I have made. I'm getting hot, it feels wonderful. About time.
I did turn on the heat. It
Feels
was
good.
very cold when it came in.
Okay, so, okay, let's do these first. These are crackers that I have made from nuts and seeds and flavorings and vegetables and fruits, so. Just take one and pass it around. That one is called caraway crackers. In fact, if you want to just